We are live.
Welcome.
What episode number is this?
This is 18?
18.
18.
Nice. We did learn. You saw that article I sent you, right? That red's not bad.
Yes. Yeah, I saw that. I was delighted. I was like, well, I guess your internet doesn't suck quite as bad as I thought.
Well, that's not... I wouldn't go that far, really. But I was confused as to why they would use red then.
Right.
Because red means bad.
Yeah, stop.
Right.
No.
You would think it'd be green.
You would think.
But it's not, which is exceptionally disappointing, but oh well. And I think all of our mics are working tonight, which is awesome. I did something with Marley earlier, and the mics weren't functioning appropriately.
No.
So
I did watch that, your LOL unveiling.
Unboxing
video.
Those are a big deal.
They are a big deal. I saw that kids are making millions of dollars doing that.
I did not make millions of dollars this afternoon,
no.
Unfortunately.
No, but you know what? I wish we could get a job where it's like, hey, we'll drink your beer. We'll unbox your beer and drink it on.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
How do we sign up for that?
I don't know. Let's find a way.
I do like beer.
Yeah.
Huge fan.
Delicious.
Although 2 weeks ago was kind of a mess, so I didn't bring any vodka down this evening.
Yeah, that was a good idea for you not to vodka it up.
So I'm back to Bud Select.
Very nice.
The beer of champions. That's their new slogan.
Is it?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I'm not a...
I just made that up.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I did not know that. I was interested.
Full flavor, 99 calorie, premium light beer from Budweiser.
Huh.
That's amazing.
Brewed for the Lou.
That's nice.
That's the slogan.
Yeah. In case you're watching from out of Missouri, the Lou stands for St. Louis.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Were you watching the game or something?
No.
We had the game
I thought
on.
I heard something, but no.
Oh, yeah. We had the football games on. I may not have muted the television. Snap.
That was us that we could hear.
That was us, a little feedback. So what are you drinking tonight, sir?
Oberon.
Good old standby.
Still drinking the Oberon.
That's going to be going for a while, I have a feeling.
Yeah, it's delicious. I'm glad I have a case or two left.
Yeah. In case you weren't a part of that, months ago, if you go to Bod Podcast on Facebook, there was a night that we bought out B&H Market of all of their Oberon. Well, I shouldn't really say we. Ben King, I think...
They threw down the challenge, man. They were giving us shit about it.
Yeah, well, one individual was, I think.
Right.
It wasn't Joe. I think it was the manager of
it was the manager.
Of B&H.
Yeah.
And he did that. And I think Ben, weren't you on Ambien or...
Yeah.
Is that...
Yep. Unlike Roseanne Barr, I don't racially tweet out or anything like that. I just go buy Oberon beer.
A shit ton of beer.
Yeah. I just go buy a couple $100 worth of beer.
Yeah, whatever.
Hey.
Was it worth it?
Yeah.
I think so.
I got plenty of it.
We had a hell of a broadcast that night out of nowhere.
Yeah. With
our first special show.
Yeah. Massive tower of beer in the middle.
It almost broke the table.
Good thing you got this sturdy table.
Yeah, these blow molds, they'll take a lot.
Yes, they will.
Yeah.
So, what are we talking about tonight?
I don't know. First off, how'd your week go, by the way?
It went good. That's
good.
Sorry, it was a long weekend.
No, you're fine. You're a little hazy today.
A little hazy today. A little bachelor party last night. So, yeah, we did it upright. Took a tour bus around downtown and
nice
bar hopped and started about 3:00 in the afternoon and got picked up by the wife in Fenton about 1 a.m. this morning. So,
holy cow!
Yeah,
that's a big deal.
Yeah, 10 hours.
I've been asleep since about 10.
That'll do it. That'll do it. I mean, Halloween. You know, how'd you guys do for Halloween? Did you guys have a good time? Yeah.
We went to Monster Fest downtown, which was a great time. They put on a really good show, and then we at about 6-ish, the kids were kind of done, so we came home, lit a fire, and found out Aiden is a pretty big firebug. Sat there and poked it, did the whole thing, did a really phenomenal job. Marley and Cyrus loved sitting there by the fire. Robin was running around the whole neighborhood with one of her friends. It was good. And then a lot of neighbors came by. It was a good time. Yeah, they really, really enjoyed it.
So we do the same thing every year. Well, I say every year since we've had Hensley. I sit in the driveway and pass out candy as they go through the neighborhood and trick or treat, and then when they come back, we go over to Dan McLean's house. He likes to see all the kids, and he gives them. She gets something a little special from him because I help set up all the inflatables.
Like a giant chocolate bar?
No, they get she gets this whole bucket. She might as well get a giant chocolate bar. It's a whole bucket full of stuff.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, so we do that.
That's cool.
And then she helped hand out glow sticks this year. So
nice.
Yeah.
Aiden, on the way back from Monster Fest, he was playing with his and it broke open and his hands were glowing in the car. And then Cyrus told him that it was poison.
Nice.
Which obviously it isn't.
Right, no.
I mean, you shouldn't eat it. Like, that's not a good thing.
You don't drink it or anything like that.
But if your hands are glowing, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Like, that was awesome. And then he ran the kids around, too, the whole neighborhood, which was pretty awesome. So, it was. Sounds like you had a good Halloween.
It wasn't bad.
Did you dress up?
We wore T-shirts.
Uh-huh.
So my daughter wanted to be Violet from The Incredibles.
Oh, wow. How'd that turn out?
Good. We got her a costume, store-bought costume, but then we went ahead and made shirts for us. Just the Incredible shirts. We just got the Heat press-on logo stuff and printed them out and put them on some red T-shirts. And
that's pretty badass.
Yeah. We had a good time.
Did you have any superpowers?
No. Well, yeah, I guess I could. I inspected candy that night. I was like, I better eat that just to make sure it's good and safe for you.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
You know what I don't understand is on the topic of candy and checking it, is there's all these articles that people load candy with meth and weed and everything.
Yeah.
Nobody is getting rid of their meth.
No, nobody.
Children's candy. If you have meth, you're doing meth. Like,
how many articles have you seen where it's like, and it's the same thing all the time. They almost look like Flintstone chewable vitamins, but they're like, this is the new it thing. It's acid that people are handing out to kids during Halloween. No, they're not.
If you had acid, you're doing the acid.
Right.
No. Hold on. Here's my whole stash. I'm going to give away all of it.
I'm gonna waste a couple $100 on dousing kids.
Yeah,
no,
it's a good time. I won't get high, but the kids will. I don't think that's happening.
No, I don't think any meth heads are out there being like, "Boy, we're gonna get these kids all messed up tonight." I'm gonna go without, but the kids are gonna have a good time.
The kids are on their doorstep the next morning. I need more.
I need more candy.
It's the cops. No, it's kids. No, that doesn't happen. It's not
at all.
No.
Hi, Dawn. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Peggy, thanks for tuning in tonight.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Peggy. Very nice. Dawn. That's excellent. Hold on. Let's do see all because there might be more.
Nope. Just 2.
That didn't
work
EP
for you.
The EP is not here this evening.
She's here. She's
upstairs.
On kid duty.
Taking care of the children.
Which I guess is what she should be doing, right?
Yeah. I don't know why it's not.
Can't just let the kids do whatever they want to do.
No, that's not. Wow, it looks really good tonight, though.
It does.
Nice, clear broadcast there.
Some handsome fellows.
You're damn right. But yeah, no, it's good stuff. The Halloween was great, like I said. We've had the kids for over 5 weeks now. We're doing good. Kids are doing great, which is awesome. Pretty excited about it. And they're doing good. They're pretty fired up for Thanksgiving, pretty fired up for Christmas. Drew's fired up to see him when he comes.
Yeah.
So they'll have a giant big brother. That's why I made that height chart thing that I made.
Yeah.
It goes up to 6'8".
So Drew can get in on there. Yeah.
Right. Because I don't know when that kid's stopping. So I
it
decided,
needs to be soon.
Correct.
Yeah.
You'll have Cyrus, Marley, Aiden, Robin. And then you'll have Drew all the way at the top.
You might have to paint another foot on top of that chart.
He might be taller than me when he gets here at Christmas.
It's possible. It seems like every time I've seen him, he's like... Hey,
and he has a better mustache than me, too, which is pretty rough.
Yeah. He does have a mustache going. That's rocking it.
It's a big deal.
It is.
Chicks love a good mustache.
I tried playing Fortnite with him the other night, but I can't figure that damn game out.
No. He messaged me a couple weeks ago, and I was like, "We can do anything. We can play solitaire. Like we can do anything you want. All I'll do is lose.
Spades. You want to play some spades or pool or whatever?
There's no reason. I'll just lose.
Yeah. I can't figure it out. I guess it's fun. The kids like it, right?
It's all about the kids, right?
It's what it's for.
It is. So you and I had a pretty weird discussion before we started the podcast this evening, because
we did.
Earlier in the day I asked you for topics because I didn't really have any, and you sent back having the talk, and how, when, all those kind of things.
So age appropriate talks, like at what age do you start disclosing what information, right?
Right.
So is the anatomy, the male female anatomy. This all got brought on coincidentally. So Saturday we're having lunch. My wife got a phone call, so she stepped away from the table to take a phone call. And
so her phone call was more important than you?
It was actually. Our dog's sick, so we had to take care of that.
Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, she has to go get a biopsy done next week. Has a tumor.
Oof.
So they're not sure if it's benign or malignant. So
I won't tell you what happened to our dog that had a tumor.
Let's not go through that yet. That's Hensley's best friend.
Oh.
But anyway, we're sitting there at the table, and Hensley looks at me and goes, "Daddy, I got a potty." So I'm like, okay, I take her. And they have a family restroom where we were at, which is fantastic because I don't have to take her in the boys' bathroom. She hates that. She's like,
really?
I'm a girl, Dad. You can't take me in the boy bathroom.
Huh.
I'm like, baby, I can't go in the girls' bathroom, so
right.
You're going to have to go in the boys' bathroom.
Yeah.
But they had a family restroom here, so that was nice. So I took her into the family restroom. And I get her all set up and on the potty and stuff. And so she starts disclosing to me that two of the boys at school showed her their little stand-up guys.
Okay.
And I'm like, little stand-up guys? What are you talking about? And she goes, the thing that boys have that they pee through.
Okay.
And I said, okay, wait, whoa, where did this happen? When did it happen? Right? So I'm instantly little girl, dad. I'm like, I'm ready to go kill some little boys. What's going on? I'm like,
fight a 4-year-old.
I will kick a 4-year-old's ass, But so we're sitting there, and I told her, I said, baby, you don't need to, you shouldn't be doing that.
Right.
And she goes, no, Daddy, I didn't show them my parts, but they showed me theirs.
All right.
And I'm like,
well, that's good though that she knew enough
not to pull her pants down, but
that's a good start at least.
So we're gonna have a conversation when we go drop her off at school tomorrow. Obviously, with the daycare provider there. Hey, just so you know, it's porn time in the little kid house outside. You guys need to start watching them a little better. But so that got me thinking. I guess when do you start having that conversation? Obviously, she knows there's a difference between the male anatomy and the female anatomy now.
Right. I don't remember when Drew.
Little soon. A little soon. I think. I don't feel like a 3-year-old should necessarily already know that, but I guess maybe it's time.
I don't know. Like, that's a really good question. I hope some people have some comments regarding it. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird, right? Like. Look, the whole thing was obviously innocent.
Right.
And they're all the same age. It's not like there's an adult there, which is obviously a really good thing.
Well, and I asked her, I'm like, where were the teachers at? I'm like, you guys just doing this stuff on monitor. Where the hell are the teachers at? Let's get it together, folks.
How did all of this take place without anybody knowing?
Right.
I got to try to share this to places so people know, since our EP is not around.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a good thing that it's age-appropriate people, right, kind of doing that or whatever. I don't remember anything like that as a kid. I remember once, I don't remember what grade I was in, but we were on a field trip, and, like, different people were, like, pulling. When I was younger, you wore short, like, weird running shorts or whatever. Yeah. And I showed some girl my underwear, and I remember I got in big trouble for that. It was, like, a big, huge problem that my whitey-tighties were shown for about 4 seconds. That was a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like, that's pretty crazy.
No,
number one, that nobody at the school knew, or maybe they do know and just wrote it off, which is even worse if that is.
The thing about our school that we love is they're very good about communication when something happens.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
maybe they don't know, which is even a little.
Well, they're going to know in the morning.
Correct. Yeah,
that'll be a conversation in the morning. So, just so you guys know, when you take them out to play outside recess, this is going down.
There.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Matt Clark? Thanks for tuning in.
Hey, Matt. What's going on, buddy? Matt Clark is from Michigan.
Oh, okay.
I used to work with him.
Does he live in the MIT?
No, he lives just outside the D.
Outside the D, huh?
He actually, I think, I'm trying to remember where he lives. I don't remember. Maybe he'll let us know. But it's outside the D. Even though everybody says they're from Detroit, none of us are really from Detroit.
Is that something that you claim anymore, though? I mean, like...
Detroit?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Detroit's an up-and-coming city. It's either one of two or the only now that have all three major sports teams within blocks of each other.
Yeah.
So they have the Pistons, Red Wings, Lions, and Tigers.
Okay.
By the way, sporting it tonight. Sporting Detroit Tigers, even though they're fucking terrible. Still rocking it.
Hey,
the Cardinals didn't make it either. So.
No, they did not. No, they did not, and they're not doing much to help chances next.
That's right, Heartland.
Does Matt have kids? Matt, do you have kids?
Yeah, he has two older daughters.
This is the guy I need to ask. Matt, When did you have the conversation with your daughters about the male and female anatomy and then have the actual talk? Like, I don't feel like I should have the actual talk with my
I wish
daughter.
we had the ability to have call-ins, but I still have yet to figure that out.
Yeah, we need that.
Then we could have Matt call in.
Yeah, that would be great.
That would be awesome. Matt could also just text me.
He could.
And that might be a little bit faster. Maybe he doesn't have my number anymore.
So, I feel like my wife will have the talk with my daughter. I feel like that's...
Why? Why would you think that it would be...
I don't know. It made me uncomfortable yesterday to have the conversation that we had about the male-female anatomy situation and the boys not doing that.
Okay.
So.
There, I just texted him, so maybe he'll just text me his responses. Sex ed, that's what I said earlier, promoted some talk. That's what I said earlier with Amy. And Drew we've had quite a few conversations with. Not as in-depth, but with Amy for sure. Once they had the sex ed conversation, that's when we really... And then Drew, as a kid, always found the word bikini hilarious. I don't really know why. But he at some point also
I feel like he still does.
I can't hear... Oh, okay. He can't hear if he texts me. He must watch on his phone. But Drew knew pretty quickly. I forgot, like, one time they were, like, rolling a ball back and forth to each other. And he said something about, it hit my penis. And then he said, it hit Amy's penis. And it's like, well, no, that's not
how that works.
And I don't remember the exact conversation, but then he found out she didn't have one. He didn't know what she had, but he definitely didn't know she had a penis at that point. And that was probably pretty young, but not where there was anything weird that would go on. But those conversations, I also think, just kind of happen over time. And they almost present themselves more than you having a structured conversation that may happen after they, in 5th grade, learn all the craziness that happens
right
once you become an adult.
So I don't know. You know me. I'm a planner. Somebody likes to have a thought-out plan and execute that thought-out plan. So just flying off the cuff of, like, when this stuff just pops up is kind of...
Well, with a 3-year-old or a
5
5-year-old or an 8-year-old, like, those random conversations are going to come up. Just from, now hopefully it's not from a bunch of kids pulling their pants down or whatever. Like
it happened to me, yeah.
Right. But at some point, like, those conversations are going to happen. Like, kids are going to do dumb shit. Like I told you before we started, there was a girl at work who got a call from her school the other day because some boys challenged her son, and he's like 4 or 5. Next thing you know, challenge accepted. Pulled his pants down, pulled him right back up in school, and obviously there's conversations that go along with that. But the other part of it, too, that I've always discussed with Amy when she was younger, Drew especially, and that we'll definitely talk about with the kids, like, with social media, how fast things go now, like, there's nothing you can do that won't get out.
Right. Life is so much faster now for kids than it was when we were kids.
When my freshman age daughter said, boys have a penis and girls have a vagina, I turned around and walked out. Of course, she wasn't a freshman when she said it. She was around 5th grade.
So, Matt, you tuned in a little after I talked about this, but my daughter told me Saturday at lunch, as I took her to the bathroom, she told me Saturday at lunch that 2 little boys on the playground showed her their little
kickstands or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
I think you said
Little
Well, you didn't
little
use
stand-up
little earlier.
Yeah, no, she said little stand-up guys. Little stand-up things that they pee out of.
Yep.
And so I had to have a weird conversation, awkward conversation with my daughter in a restaurant bathroom.
It only gets weirder. Like, and for me, not having sisters, those conversations at first were exceptionally uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like the first time that we picked her up and she had a bra on and decided to tell everybody about it. And I was like, I really don't.
I don't want to know this, right?
I don't really care. Well, I shouldn't say I don't care. I just don't want to talk about that. Thank you. Go ahead. You and Amanda can go in another room and have this whole conversation about how cool your starter bra is or whatever those things are. Like, we don't need to deal with that right now. But luckily, over time, I became extremely comfortable with having those conversations, with dealing with those things. I also think that it probably would be worse if I wasn't comfortable having those. She might feel bad about it. Like, I think I forced myself to become comfortable that no matter what, we could just have those kind of conversations. And I think that also helped her understand that we can talk about it. We can have those talks. We could figure those things out. She doesn't just have to go to her mom or Amanda or whatever. Like, we can have all those conversations. And that probably makes it easier on them. Because if there's a time that they need to talk, and I don't know. For dads, we understand then, like, because the mom doesn't understand the guy's mentality.
Right.
My mentality as a high school kid was nothing like it is today. All you want to do is get laid. Like, that's it as a high school kid. Like,
Right.
So that's the mentality that I always gave Amy the understanding of the other side. Like, you don't understand. Like, this is all a lot of the guys are after. Like, you have to watch yourself. You have to be very careful. Condoms and birth control are your best friend. Like, all those kind of things to ensure that she understood that she has to watch out for those things.
So I think that having the conversations with her now and at a younger age will...
He said, oh, man, that's when you have to have the talk.
Yeah.
So bust the talk out at 3.
Bust the talk out at 3. But no, I think that...
You got to sit down for a minute.
as we're starting to progress with her and as she's getting older... having these kind of conversations, I think, will help further down the line when she gets older to be able to feel like she can approach me and tell me, hey, Dad, we need to talk about this. Can you help me understand this? I'm hoping that's the case anyway.
I think once Matt and I actually at a weird liquor store bar in New Jersey had this conversation once.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there's this cool place. See, in Jersey, it's really hard to get a liquor license. But if you own a liquor store, you can serve. It's some weird caveat thing.
Okay.
So there's a lot of liquor stores that sold beer. Or, I'm sorry, a lot of liquor stores that you could also sit down, and they would have kind of makeshift bars or whatever. You could just sit in there and drink. We watched Seinfeld, and I'm pretty sure that we kind of had a very similar discussion.
Yeah.
Gosh, this is probably, I'm sure he'll comment in a few minutes.
He said, yes,
oh,
we
yes,
did.
we did. Like 4 or 5 years ago. Like, it was very weird because I had kind of, Amy was pretty much over that hump at that point, but as in his daughters were starting to get older, and we kind of had those conversations, which is weird because it's not something you ever want to be an expert at.
No.
Like, that's not.
I don't think you'll ever become an expert at
that's not the
having
point
those
of any
talks.
of this. But it's also helpful to hear what other people have said or gone through or how that's transpired throughout the course. And I think that's helped too. So,
yeah,
it's a rough deal, man.
It
and
is.
you're only at 3.
I know. That was my thought. I'm like, shit, I have to have this conversation with her now at 3.
Yeah.
What's it going to progress to? You know,
I got 2 more.
And how soon?
Yeah. Wait till you get to period.
Oh, not looking forward to that one.
That's a mess.
I'm going to have to study up on that just so I can help explain whatever I can.
She came to our house one weekend. The first thing she said when she got in the car, I got my period, and I'm like, oh, I guess we got to figure this out now.
Oh, man.
Like, it just all kind of happens. It's
Yeah.
rough.
I guess it's just the growing pains, right?
And not having sisters, like, I don't know any of that. Well, I didn't know any of this shit. Excuse me. I had no idea at all what was happening. But I've kind of figured it out over time.
Yeah.
How to take care of that.
I don't know. It's a process, I guess. It's something we're going to have to go through.
Oh, that's right. And kudos to the liquor store for finding that specific episode of Seinfeld. And it was the Merv Griffin episode, which is the Festivus. No, it was either Merv Griffin or Festivus. I think it was the Festivus episode that we watched while we were at the liquor store. It was awesome. One of those two, and I think it was Festivus now that I think about it. I'm sure Matt will let me know in a minute, but Matt Clark and I are huge Seinfeld geeks.
Clearly. I never got into it.
You got to get Hulu, and you got to blow through. Cut out season 1 because it's a bunch of bullshit. Start at season 2. The last season, not so good either, but they're all just...
So I never got into The Office when it was on, but I
never watched that either.
I kind of started going through that. Season 1, like you said, is even with Seinfeld, I guess, was rough. But season 2, for The Office, really starts to kick in. So
Festivus for the rest of us, yes.
So yeah,
and aluminum pole because tinsel's distracting.
So I think
you got to watch at least the Festivus.
Well, I've seen the Soup Nazi episode.
Yeah.
I've seen the one where what's his name with crazy hair installs the garbage disposal in his shower. Kramer.
Yep.
So I've seen a couple episodes.
He started just eating and
making
salads
making salads in his shower and stuff,
Yep.
And then he goes to whatever that place, like a dinner party or something like that, and they freak out when they find out that he made the salad in the shower. Yeah.
No, Kramer's very handy.
Yeah.
Except then he got on stage and did some atrocities that kind of ruined his entire life or whatever.
Way to blow up your life, right?
Yeah. He really screwed that up there.
He went from being somebody to being nobody quick.
But the Merv Griffin episode is one of the best too.
I'll have to check it out.
Kramer takes an entire Merv Griffin set he found in the dumpster and hauls it into his apartment, and then has all these different episodes of the Merv Griffin show that he does. Then George runs over a squirrel, and his girlfriend makes him get surgery on the squirrel, and they have to find tiny tools to operate on the squirrel. And then he has to take the squirrel home, and then he brings it to Kramer's set of Merv Griffin, and then there's this big thing because they had Jack Hanna, that's the animal guy.
Yeah.
And they had two things, like an eagle and the squirrel, and there's this huge thing. And Newman's there. Oh, one of the best. One of the
I'll
best.
look it up on, I'm sure it's probably on...
It's all on
YouTube or Hulu.
It might be on YouTube also. Yeah. But Hulu bought the entire thing, the entire collection, like years ago. And they're the full runs. Like if you watch it on TBS or anything like that, there's anywhere from a minute to a minute and a half that's been cut out just so they can fit it within the 30, 25 minutes, whatever it is with commercials.
Right.
But it's the full-blown episodes. And
I'll check that out.
It is amazing. It's one of the best. I don't get to talk about Seinfeld very often anymore.
Clearly he got a little excited about it.
Jim, my next-door neighbor, is a huge Seinfeld nerd, too.
Is he?
Yeah.
Are you, do you watch The Walking Dead?
No.
Rick Grimes' last episode is tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
I've heard people talking about that. I had people when we lived in Jersey that tried to get me into it. And it's kind of like people tried to get me into the Big Bang Theory. And the more people tell me I have to watch it, the more I don't want to watch it. Just one of those weird things that I have.
Yeah.
Do you watch The Walking Dead then?
Yeah.
Every week?
Yep. Well,
so what's the deal with The Walking Dead?
We record it, so I don't know. I don't watch it like, oh my god, I gotta be home by 8:00 to watch The Walking Dead. It's
they have DVRs and
right,
like on demand now, so you don't have to do that anymore.
I put it on our DVR and record it, so I don't have to be there right then.
Okay.
But yeah, I watch it every week.
All right.
I started
it's
from
good.
the very first. Yeah, I like it.
So you've seen it since the inception?
Yep. So it started out really good, then it got slow for a little bit and kind of drug, and now it's back up. So.
All right. Ray Donovan's back too. I don't know if you ever watched Ray Donovan on Showtime.
I heard that was good.
Oh. We about 5 weeks ago we kind of quit watching these programs. I don't know why.
I don't know what you mean, right?
Shameless, where we still have like 3 or 4 left of the season, and then the next time the kids go with, there's this friend that they go with for like the weekend sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
The next time they go, we'll make sure that we just clean up, and we're just going to do binge watch of like Ray Donovan or whatever that is. So, and Ray Donovan is amazing, and Billions on Showtime. Showtime has some of the best Andrew Dice Clay has a show on there, which is awesome.
I've seen Billions. I enjoy Billions.
Billions is good. It's that guy is from Homeland or something, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
And hi, James. Thanks for tuning in. I missed that there.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy James Pritchard.
Yeah, absolutely. He's not Mr. Yummy. Mr.
No.
Yummy's out of town.
He's in Boston.
Yep. No, it's Boston.
Oh, is it? Is that how you do it?
It's wicked good.
You used to live over on the East Coast there, so I guess.
When we had the kids at Marley we were at Target today, and she kept sitting up on the cart, and I'm like, "Get your butt in the cot!" And I kept saying "cot," which is
right.
Other people
trying
are
to throw that Boston accent.
Other people are laughing right now, not you.
Oh,
in particular,
yeah, there you
but
go.
other people are finding that really funny. There's too much quality program. There is a lot of quality programming out there, Matt. Like, what else do you watch?
Oh, I DVR
Days of Our Lives?
Yeah. No.
Days of Our Lives is amazing. I haven't watched it in years, and you could watch one tonight, and it'd be the same.
So,
damn
it's
thing.
funny that that you mentioned that because at the office there's TVs on damn near every wall on every post.
Wow.
And we watch, we'll watch a baseball game or something like that when it's on, or a hockey game or whatever.
Do they have any openings?
And no, not for you.
Not for me.
And every day religiously that TV clicks off and it goes to Days of Our Lives.
Yes.
And it's like we don't have the sound on or anything like that, but
It's amazing.
they just sit there and watch it. And I'm like, I thought that person died like 20 years ago.
So Stefano, who's been the recurring evil person on Days of Our Lives for probably since the day it started, is actually dead in real life. And yet they're still saying on the show that he's alive and causing havoc somehow.
That's awesome.
He died of Alzheimer's in real life.
It's crazy. You're right.
Man in the High Castle, I've heard that's good.
I watched the first season of that. I guess the first couple episodes of it was pretty good.
There's a new show with Julia Roberts that's coming to Amazon Prime, and I've heard that's really good too. I don't remember the name of it, but it's supposed to be really awesome. It's gotten a lot of... And, what's the Fonz's name in real life?
I know who you're talking about. I don't know.
So Bill Hader made a show around... What the fuck is his real name? What the Fonz? It's, it's Barry, right?
Barry, no, it's not
Something
Barry
like
Weinstein.
that. Anyway, I think the show's called Barry. I started watching like a couple episodes of it the other day. I think it's on HBO. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Amazing. Like, it's just great. Like, Bill Hader's this weird character. He used to be on SNL. It's unbelievable. Phenomenal show. Henry Winkler, yes. Yeah. But the show's called Barry. And it's really, really good. I've gotten like 2 or 3, I think. And it's awesome. But there's so much. Like, if you just subscribe to...
So, oddly enough, I watched Sabrina. It's on Netflix.
Isn't that chick show with the witch?
It was Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Okay. And she's not a teenager anymore.
Well, in this, it's a remake of it.
Okay.
And it's dark.
Hey, James Haggard.
Very dark.
Okay.
I was shocked at how dark it gets.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So, but that might be something you want to check out.
Yeah, maybe we should.
I don't know.
But literally, if you do Netflix, most people have Amazon Prime at this point, so you just get all of that included or whatever. And then we have Hulu with Showtime attached. And then we have what's called Philo. And if you don't know what Philo is, so for $18 a month, you get 40 plus cable channels. It excludes all sports and all news channels because that's the bulk of a cost in a cable subscription. That's why it can be $18 a month. All I really use it for is Live PD anyway. Live PD is the shit. If you haven't watched fucking Live PD, every Friday and Saturday.
I like how we go off on tangents here. Like we started this about having the talk, and now we're talking about TV shows.
Dude, all I want to talk about is TV now. I actually thought about it earlier that we should talk about that.
Did we talk about TVs?
No, but it's
TV
unbelievable.
Shows. Yeah.
Like Netflix has so many documentaries now, and all the comedy specials that they have are phenomenal. Hulu, we don't watch a lot on Hulu, but we watch enough. And then we have the Showtime add-on. So then we get to watch all of our cool Showtime shows or whatever. And then we have Amazon Prime just because it comes with it. And then we're all set with Philo. So it's like under $100 a month, we get just a ridiculous amount. Probably never even will watch. And Netflix now has a kids version where you can set up a kids profile and all it has is kids programming.
Yeah.
Although I watched Ghostbusters with Cyrus today. I don't know if I would consider that kid appropriate anymore.
No.
And the special effects are fucking awful.
Oh, yeah.
The little monster jumps out, the gargoyles at the top that they come out and they turn into real gargoyles or whatever. Right. And they jump onto a table and you can see all this static around them. Like, the graphics are awful. They chain smoke through the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
I had forgotten about that. Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, the fourth guy that they brought in towards the end. I can't remember his name. But everybody is just chain smoking through the whole thing. It's unbelievable. How do I drop DirecTV but keep AMC? So AMC is on Philo. Or you can do DirecTV Now, which is like $42 a month, I think, and it gets you all of that. And then I get Fox Sports Detroit by using my mom's sign-in for her DirecTV account.
So can we just pass out your mom's sign-in to everybody,
no,
and then everybody can have
actually,
it?
No.
No?
No.
Well, that's
we can't
ridiculous.
do that. I'm assuming at some point they would recognize that. And then that would be a huge problem.
So everybody from across the country is watching.
Yeah. Well, you can do DirecTV Now, which is an app, and you just buy an Apple TV or a Fire Stick or whatever, and you can download DirecTV Now, and then that gives you $40 plus a month. But I don't give a shit about the news channels, and I really don't give a shit about sports. I just do the MLB thing every year.
Yeah.
You can't do that if you're watching your local team because it's all blacked out. You have to have a local provider. So because I could give a fuck about the Cardinals and watch Detroit, I can buy the MLB package and it doesn't matter.
Fair enough.
But hey, JC, what's up? Good to see you. Thanks for joining. But no, I mean, the amount, like Matt said a few minutes ago, the amount of content out there now is just staggering.
Oh, it's getting better, right? They're remaking shows, like they remade Magnum P.I.
None of those are any good.
I like the new Magnum P.I.
I never saw it. I'm just assuming.
You're just assuming. What I don't like is how they do NCIS. There's 87 versions of that.
What about Chicago Fire and Chicago Med and Chicago PD?
Yeah.
There's like 18 different Chicago shows now. Yet all that really happens in Chicago is people get murdered.
Yeah, it's almost like St. Louis.
A little bit. St. Louis is still holding strong, though, with the title.
Speaking of St. Louis, we went downtown last night for that bachelor party.
You can text me your mom's sign-in.
We went downtown
Matt, you have
last
to pay
night.
me $20 a month, and I'll send you the sign-in.
We went to a bar across the street from one of my old favorite hangouts. They have an awesome beer selection there. I'll have to take you down there sometime. You can get beers from all over the world.
Really?
Yeah.
What about Kenya?
We
tried.
That one beer that we tried. Yeah, that was. We'll have to check that out and see if it's there. But yeah, the guy that owns it, his wife, or I guess future wife, was our babysitter when we lived in St. Louis.
Babysat you?
No, my daughter.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to add some clarity to the viewers or listeners.
No, babysat my daughter, and they have an excellent beer selection there. I'll have to take you down there sometime and check it out.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it reminded me of that whenever, and then it's crazy how the mind works, right?
No, it is. But no, I mean, that's unbelievable. I don't remember where we were going, but anyway.
We started off talking about the talk.
Right, so we did that.
Yep. And now we're at TV.
And then we talked about television.
Yep.
So different TV shows and whatnot. And then I did get the new iPhone XS Max. Pow!
What is that?
That's the XS Max. So release weekend.
Is that bigger than mine?
No, it's the same size as the Plus.
Okay.
But it has full screen. It doesn't have that stupid button anymore.
Oh, okay.
So it has Face ID. So it recognizes my beautiful mug.
Huh.
It's pretty awesome. But do
you like it?
Yeah. So the cool thing about the XS Max. So last year they came out with the X, right? They came out with the 8, the 8 Plus, and the X. And the X
I feel like
has
they
a little
skipped
notch. They did. I don't know what happened.
They
just need to stop naming them.
Like they did with the iPad.
Right. They just stopped.
They just quit after a while.
Ludicrous at this point.
Gen 5.
It's like UFC is up in like the 200s now. Like, just stop at this point. It's another UFC match.
Yeah.
Who cares? But they have the notch at the top. You can see the little notch or whatever. So the notch is what has all the facial recognition in it.
Okay.
So it sends this pattern to your face that you can't even see, and it recognizes your face and unlocks the phone within like a millisecond. It's unbelievable.
Really?
Yeah. So you don't have to, you know how hard it is to push a button? Jesus Christ. That would add like 2 seconds to me to open my phone. Now all I do is just swipe up and my phone's open. Done.
Swipe up and your phone's open. So
Yeah.
similar to the fact that all I got to do is hold my thumb on the button and it.
Yeah, but you know how long that took? Whereas I can just do this.
You
Boom,
still have to
done.
swipe.
Yeah, done.
Okay.
But what if it doesn't recognize your thumbprint?
Well, then you can just dial your number in. Like I have a PIN number as well.
Did you see Kanye when he was with Trump? It was all zeros.
Was it?
While he was sitting in front of Trump, he goes to open his phone and he hits all zeros. It was hilarious. But no, the X, so they have 3 versions now this year. They have the XR, which is kind of the base model. It doesn't have like force touch or any of that kind of stuff, but it has facial recognition. Then they have the XS, which is the smaller version of this, and then they have the XS Max. I mean, I always got to.
You gotta go. You gotta take it to the limit, right?
I'm one step down from the best phone they sell.
What's the best one they sell?
512 meg storage, 512 gigs, and I only have
really
256.
Do you really need that
No.
much?
No.
Do you even need 256?
Well, yeah. Don't tell Amanda I said that. Because she got a 64, so I could get mine. But that's beside the point. But no, it's cool because the facial ID is cool. So you get a bigger screen. So it's not just like the whole laziness with the button. Now it's full screen all the way across, which is pretty awesome. Super fast, wireless charging, all that good stuff.
So I do like the wireless charging thing because you just have like a dock now, right? That you just set it on top of.
Well, upstairs in our bathroom, there's these little hockey pucks.
Yeah.
That you just lay your phone on and then done. That's it. You don't have to. You know how long it takes to plug in a phone?
You are the laziest fucking guy I know.
It's so crazy.
Oh,
it's
that's
unbelievable.
awesome.
By the way, Oberon won't maintain its freshest taste for too long. I hope you finished it. Well, it's been in the fridge, Matt.
Yeah.
How long has it been now?
Matt, if you really are worried about it and need to help us out, we've got plenty. Come on down.
Yeah, don't you have some training you need to do at a Bye Bye Baby or something? Like, fly on down here and finish it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could definitely get you a 6-pack or so.
Yeah. Matt, I don't think he's been here since I moved here, but we definitely met him, obviously, a few times in Jersey and hung out, which was pretty awesome. Came to our house, saw the kids, had burgers. Like, Matt's good people.
How many do you have left in your fridge?
I don't know. So there's 2 versions of Oberon we have in the fridge. The stuff I bought in Michigan when I was there in May, June, April, May, somewhere in there when I was there. And then the shindig when you're on Ambien and decided to buy a shit ton of beer.
Yeah.
So it's probably been, what? So the stuff you did was probably 2 months old?
Yeah.
2.5?
It's about 2 months.
And my stuff's probably close to 6. That was all cans. So we'll know the difference between the two. But I do think there's still cans in there. I don't know.
I have, I think, 6.
I need to buy a bigger fridge.
I have 36 beers left. 36 in my cooler anyway.
In your house?
In my beer fridge.
Oh, did you take some
Of
home?
the Oberon. Yeah.
So there's some at your house and mine?
I took 2 cases home and left 2 here.
Jesus. That's a lot of beer.
Yeah.
Got a lot of problems there. But he is right. Been to St. Louis once with you. Oh, that's right. He did come to our house. I forgot about that. Yeah,
You took him to the Agave.
We did take him to El Agave. I
Yeah.
forgot. Son of a bitch. Yeah. Matt's been to all the houses that we've lived in since we moved out of Michigan. So I forgot about that. Yeah, Matt loved El Agave. It was great. That's before Ed owned it. So there's no smoking in it anymore. It's cleaner. We went there yesterday with the kids. It was great.
We'll have to go. I haven't been there since they've owned it. We're going to have to check it.
They do need to have a kids eat free night. Because I'd go there a lot more often if
we're hitting it Tuesday. Kids eat free night.
Or Twisted Skillet.
Tilted Skillet.
Yep. All right, we can go there. It's no problem.
Tom Kent,
Who's
get
Jessica
a table
Collard?
ready. No idea.
Thanks, Jessica, for joining.
And the thumbs up.
Yeah. This is public, so anybody can join, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe Jessica's going to like our page.
Maybe.
That would be amazing.
Right there.
Yeah.
It's been up the whole time, too.
You know what? I'd never forget to turn it on. Well, I always forget to turn it on, so I decided just to leave it up.
Yeah, that'll work.
It's probably better that way. And because we adjusted the cameras, it doesn't block anything now.
That's true.
Yeah. I spent a little bit of time, although we don't have any more studio issues. I haven't rebuilt the studio in a while.
No. Well, the
that
bad thing is
amazing?
you just told me, you're like, in about a month or so, we're going to move the studio over on the other side of the basement. And,
Well, I am.
Yeah.
And then we'll have issues for a few months until I work out the bugs. But I have a whole new design that I'm going to do.
That's great.
I'm going to glue this to the wall.
Why don't you
Well, actually, it doesn't even show that I'm moving it.
paint the wall?
So the issue is getting this exact green is exceptionally difficult. As you can see, the old wall isn't the right green, and that's why it didn't necessarily work all the time.
Right.
But this, I'm going to do, because it's cement, I'm just going to rubber cement glue it to the wall.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
It's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
But I'm going to, or what I could do is there are pockets for rods, like a drapery rod.
Yeah.
That'll probably be the better option.
Probably.
Yeah.
I
But
don't.
I'll probably end up gluing it.
Don't glue it. Dear Lord. No.
I like doing it the hard way.
I know you do.
Yeah.
Everything.
I
that way.
prefer doing things the hard way.
Right. Russell, thanks for tuning in.
Russell Leach, thanks, man.
I need-
His wife on Halloween dropped off more dog treats that he makes out of the hops and barley from his beer making, which
I'll
is
have to-
pretty spectacular.
I have to get some of those for the dogs.
And the dogs love them.
Do they?
Yeah. They eat them. They don't die. It's pretty sweet.
It's convenient.
Uh-huh.
Well, we had two. We took both dogs in, and we got the phone call that we got was about both dogs. Like the one, Zeus, the male, had a tick disease
What?
that he picked up from ticks, not Lyme disease, but a tick disease.
I don't even know what that means.
No hops in it.
Oh, sorry. No hops. Just barley.
Just barley.
Well, maybe not barley. I guess he'll respond in a minute. I'm unaware of what's in there, actually.
Hops are bad for dogs. There
Well,
you go.
thank you for not putting hops in them. I appreciate it.
But yeah, he has some weird tick disease that we had to give him antibiotics for, and then now we got to take her in for her biopsy, which I have to sedate her for.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's in her anal gland.
I didn't
Yes,
realize
she
we were
has
gonna
ass
talk about
cancer. But
anuses.
yeah, here we go.
That's-
I knew better than to go there,
Jesus
and
Christ.
right as I said it, I was like,
Look,
oh, I shouldn't have
My
done that.
level of maturity
I know.
is not high enough to not talk about and laugh when you say the word anus.
I know. I
So-
should have known better.
Yeah. Yeah, you should.
Hi, Joe Downey. Thanks for tuning in.
Joe Downey looked like he was having a lot of fun killing deer. He
Yeah?
was out in a blind, made fun of Gullet because I guess Gullet's got like an expensive one. And Joe's like, us poor people standing out here in the woods.
The one that I saw that Ray had was
Has air conditioning in it, I think.
it was like this massive like attempt at a hay bale or two hay bales, two big round bales
Wow.
stuck together. The last one I saw, I have no idea.
I do hope somebody someday invites me to kill a deer.
I just don't trust you with a gun. I've seen
Look,
you use
nobody's
power
saying-
tools.
I've made a lot of good shit lately, though. I even used a nail gun.
Yeah, see,
I busted out my
exactly.
compressor, the finishing nails. That's shit in the fucking laundry room that I built.
I know that actually looks nice. I was impressed by that.
And my little growth chart that I made. I made this table that holds the TVs. I built this goddamn studio.
It just scares me, man.
It is.
That's why I don't come over when you're doing that stuff.
I don't disagree. Look at all those tools I have now, though.
I know.
I
Well,
bought
I came
screwdrivers.
I came over and helped you put
You
bugs.
said anal.
Oh, Jesus.
So,
Thanks, Matt.
I gotta tell you a quick story. So Matt at one point was my boss temporarily. He was my regional and I was a district trainer. And we had to go to Bye Bye Baby to learn about we had just started taking over Bye Bye Baby as our kind of as our stores to train and teach and all that. And we had to go through the breastfeeding class. And our
Jesus.
maturity level would not allow us to pee our pants every time they said nipple. And I made him say, what about inverted nipples? And none of us could say it without peeing our pants. We're like 30-year-olds laughing hysterically
At the
while
word
this like
nipple?
20-year-old girl is teaching us about breastfeeding. The real maturity that happened there was unbelievable. And I'm sure Matt is laughing right now hysterically because I felt so bad after it, but I couldn't stop laughing. Every time she said nipple, I would laugh.
You probably died in laughter.
But now I've matured.
No.
I'm not even laughing anymore.
Nipple.
No, it's not even funny.
Yeah,
there's a little bit.
You were wanting to.
Oh my God. It was so great. I still remember that. That was good times.
Good God.
I'm glad Matt joined this evening.
So what I was saying was I had to come over and help you put together bunk beds, and I watched how well you did that. So
I do have to
it
disagree
worries me
with
you
though.
and tools.
I do have to disagree with that. I asked for your help. That didn't mean that I couldn't have done it on my own.
You could have. I'm sure you could have.
Right. But I requested your help because 2 people is better than 1.
Huh.
And then all you did the whole time is say that I did everything wrong.
Imagine that.
I know.
What kind of person does that?
You said it's not even like no right angles. Like I didn't have any of that done yet. And then all you did was complain about it. And then Amanda's like, what the fuck were you doing? Ben said it was all fucked up. And I'm like, Ben's wrong. It wasn't all fucked up yet.
Yet. I just hadn't had time to fix it.
It wasn't really that messed up.
No, it wasn't that bad.
I've been on top of those now. Like Cyrus likes me to get in that bed with him, which is the wrong thing because I would assume we're exceeding a weight limit at that point when I climbed. Luckily, he weighs like 8 pounds, so
yeah.
It doesn't really matter. So my 200 plus sitting in
They're
that
probably
bed,
rated for 300 or so.
I would hope so because it's awful. And they're really close to the ceiling. And we bought him little glow-in-the-dark tents that go over it now. It's pretty awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, they're pretty excited. Matt's still peeing his pants.
Probably.
Because he hasn't made any comments.
So I think next baseball season, I'm going to get you in on fantasy baseball. So you can be a fake manager.
Are you still in fantasy football?
I am.
How's that going? Are you losing?
I'll be 3-1 this week. Out of the 4 teams, I'm going to win 3 and I'll lose 1.
Where's your rank now?
I'm right in the middle of the pack in just about all of them. I'm
So you're not winning?
3rd, 4th, and 5th, and 8th.
I thought you were a winner.
I am a winner.
So when is that going to happen?
Season's not over yet.
Didn't somebody go out on injured reserve or some big name? There was something they were showing on there today while I was looking at it.
Some big name. You have no idea what you're talking about.
Joe Montana.
Yeah, Joe Montana went out on IR. No.
Aaron Hernandez.
No.
Oh.
Too soon?
No. Never too soon.
No, not at all.
What about Papa John? Like, he lost all that shit.
Again, idiots.
Yeah.
Kramer, Papa John.
Man, these
Harvey
people
Weinstein.
They're just blowing careers.
Idiots.
Yeah. If I made that much money, I just wouldn't talk to anybody.
No.
Just no language, no words. I would put it through somebody that would then have to tell them what I said.
Some of the guys and I were talking last night about that. You
and the guys?
These NFL players that can't not smoke weed.
Mm.
It's like, look, you have a short career span, right? You're going to maybe play at most 15 years. Okay?
And then get, what is that whole head thing that you get from that?
Concussion syndrome, post-concussion syndrome or whatever.
Yeah.
But you have 15 years, maybe. Do whatever the fuck you want when you retire.
Right.
Smoke as much weed as you possibly can.
Grow it.
Grow it.
Sure.
Do whatever.
Yeah.
I don't condone drugs, but hey, if that's what you want to do,
Weed's not really a drug.
do it. But wait until you're done. 15 years. You're going to make millions of dollars playing a game that some people would probably play for a fraction of what you're going to make.
Sure.
And you just can't stop smoking weed?
Right.
That's stupid.
But what if it's legal in the state that they're in?
It's not legal. It's not federally legal.
No, hold on. So if you live in California, right, or Washington
It's
State,
a banned substance from the NFL.
They can still ban a substance even if it's legal?
Yeah.
Well, that's bullshit.
Human,
by the way,
human growth hormone is
HGH?
illegal. Yeah.
I know it is HGH.
Oh, sorry.
I take it all the time. Me and HGH.
I mean, but it's legal but yet it's a banned substance.
I like how the last comment sitting there still is you said anal.
You just can't let it go, can you?
Fucking awesome. But speaking of marijuana, by the way, Missouri has 3 bills up to make it legal in the state.
Yep.
It's pretty awesome. So we could be sitting in a legal pot state at some point, taxed appropriately, and just the streets will be made of gold soon. Like, that's exciting. I can't wait till the day that it's legal and we sit on this podcast and get stoned.
That's not going to happen.
Hell yeah, it will.
No, I don't like weed.
Yeah. We'll kick the kids and the wife out of here. Hell yeah. Wouldn't that be awesome?
No.
Why? If it's legal, why wouldn't it be awesome?
Just because it's legal doesn't mean that I'm going to like it. I don't like it.
Well, you don't have to do it.
Okay.
You also said I wasn't going to vape on the show.
Yeah, I know.
And yet I seem to be vaping on the show.
Well, you know what? I looked at it this way. Mm-hmm. It's technically a podcast, right? So what we look like or what we do on camera is just a bonus for these folks.
Looking good.
Looking good.
That's what I think.
I mean, they get to see our beautiful faces sometimes.
This one right here is pretty staggering.
It's staggering, all right.
Well,
are we gonna talk about November?
Oh, well, I mean, unfortunately. So we'll probably have to start a little late.
Yeah.
Right. So I was thinking this week we should do an episode. We'll let you guys know on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday or whatever. We'll figure out a date. But not Tuesday because I have my meeting. Probably Wednesday or Thursday. So we want to do No Shave November. What's today? The 4th?
Yeah.
So it'll be a few days late. So what we want to do is we are setting up, or I have set up, I just haven't put it out yet, to donate. We want to raise $1,000. Thanks for reminding me, by the way.
Yeah.
We want to raise $1,000 and do No Shave November. And that goes towards cancer research. I think it's the Komen Cancer Institute, but it is a full no shave. So if girls want to participate, no legs or whatever, absolutely. Guys, you just shave clean and then you let it go for the month. And we'll shave right before the broadcast, and we'll let everybody know between today or tomorrow when we're going to do it on probably Wednesday or Thursday night. We'll have a quick broadcast, maybe even shave on it. Probably not. That sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, probably not.
I wouldn't want to ruin anything down here that already works very well. But we do want to do that. We want to raise money. We'll get the link out there. We'll share it across everywhere. But it's really good to generate money for cancer research, especially for men's cancer research.
Yeah.
And then we will start next year when we do this whole thing. We will celebrate a lot more of these, especially Breast Cancer Awareness Month, all those kind of things, because I'm a huge fan of boobs, and I don't want boobs to go bad because of cancer.
Like your thought there. And you said boobs without laughing.
I did. I didn't say
commend you
nipple,
for
though.
There it is.
The comments must have broke because there's nobody else commenting, so I don't really understand what's happening here.
They probably got ran off when you started talking about nipples.
Probably. We probably got kicked off of Facebook. Although we still seem to be live.
It might be.
And I do have to say, Bays ET, especially Chris from Bays ET, if he ever watches, this 4.5 meg upload that I've been killing it with, awesome.
Yeah?
He is rocking it out lately.
I can't wait till you get fiber.
Oh, dude, when this place gets fiber, we're broadcasting. I'll buy a new camera. We're going to broadcast this bitch in 4K.
Yeah?
I'm going to try to eat up every ounce that I'm allotted in internet, and we're going to broadcast 4K out of this
We
thing.
got fiber, but yet it still seems slow.
Nobody will watch it in 4K, but I don't give a shit.
You're still going to broadcast.
Hell yeah, why wouldn't you?
No,
fiber is going to be great. There'll almost be like a fire going into the house. It's going to be so fast.
Good.
That's exciting.
So we're going to go clean, completely down, right?
Yep, you have to shave it all the way off. And I look awful with it all the way off, by the way.
Yeah, I've seen it.
It's terrible.
So all the way off, and then...
And you got to shave your pubes.
No.
Yeah, that's part of it. And I'm not shaving them for you.
Why not?
I mean, if we're going to do it live, you got to shave mine, I'll shave yours. That's weird, though.
That is weird.
Then you got to see.
You made it really weird.
Because what if I'm shy that night and it's not impressive for the camera? What if it has stage fright?
Your little stand-up?
My little stand-up has stage fright, and then nothing happens. Although Facebook probably would not allow.
Probably not.
Although, if we blurred it, like an Asian porno, that would be amazing.
Oh, off the rails. No.
Little 8-bit blur going on.
So
no, but we will shave.
Tuesday.
Shave your
Well, not
back.
Tuesday. So we'll go Wednesday or Thursday.
Yes, because tomorrow night I have a meeting, Tuesday night I have a meeting, and then we can do Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll let everybody know tomorrow once I check my schedule, and then we're going to definitely try to raise money. We'll share the link, do all that kind of stuff, and the goal's $1,000. Next year it'll be $10,000.
Well, we'll be way bigger deals than what we are
We'll
now
have fiber.
by next year, and we'll have fiber.
Once we have fiber, man, the possibilities are endless.
You know what? I hope by then you can figure out the phone call thing.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Although, look, it's not that I haven't figured it out. I'm fairly certain I know what I need to do. I just haven't had the time to do it. I have to hook up another computer, which I own.
Right.
That's sitting over there in pieces that I got to put back together. And then once I run that, then I'm pretty sure that we can do an NDI switch, which will allow us to do that on it.
There's no shortage of electronics in this household.
Jesus Christ. I'm not kidding you. The other day when everything was running, there was 40 things on the Wi-Fi.
That's nuts.
Yep, that's why there's that giant flashing router up there. And that's almost like a corporate grade router that is doing everything. And you see all those lights flashing? That's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
And I'm running on some weird-ass microwave internet bullshit that luckily wtih is able to provide me. But I'm probably not supposed to be doing what I'm doing on a regular basis.
Probably not.
Google Wi-Fi, though, took care of business. Once I replaced all my routers with the 3-pack Google Wi-Fi, that really upped the game.
And that works out pretty well for you then, I take it.
So that's sitting under the stairs.
Okay.
And then this router connects to it, which is what all the wired shit goes into. So the Hue lights, the computer, all the wired stuff for the laptops when we're down here, the Apple TVs, all that kind of stuff. Just everything in the basement is wired. Then everything else in the house is wireless.
Okay.
And those, so there's one down here, there's one in the garage, and there's one in the kids' room. It's good for like 4,500 square feet. I don't live in a 4,500 square foot house. It's like 21 minus the basement. About $3,000 if you counted the basement. And it's amazing. It was so much better because my Apple routers just didn't do the job anymore. They were old, archaic. These do what's called a mesh system, which no matter what router you're on, you're getting the same speed as if you were connected to the straight router that's connected to the hub.
I'll have to have you show me that and check it out, because I know at my house when because our router is in the office and our back bedroom, master bedroom,
The sex room.
where it
Magic
goes
happens.
down, where the magic happens.
It's about to go down.
The internet is super slow there, and as
Yeah.
well as in the basement.
Your mom needs internet.
She might. I don't know.
That happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a smart TV downstairs too in the family room. So
What size?
65.
Wow, bragging.
65. Yeah.
Man, it's a big deal. I thought only people lived on the hill at 65.
I know. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell
You live
anybody.
at the bottom of
I
a hill.
I live at the bottom of a hill, and I don't even live on the hill like you do.
The real son of a bitch.
Hey, you got a 70-inch. Don't give me that shit.
I wish. I was not allowed to buy a 70.
I'm not either.
I only have a 65 upstairs.
Okay.
And these two 32s that are in front of us, and then the projector. But the projector's a piece of shit. You got to spend like $400 or $500 to get a really good projector, and I think that was like $80. You got to have all the lights off. It's pitch black, and then it kind of works well.
I don't know what we paid for my projector, but it's nice. It's got a nice picture to it.
Nice.
I haven't set it up in a while, but
It happens, man. It's super cool, though. Then you can watch Red Zone in your driveway talking about your fake sports team.
actually we used to do that. Not in my driveway, in my garage. I have 2 TVs mounted in the garage, and then I used to set the projector up as well, and I had 3 games going at once.
All right.
So
That's pretty badass.
yeah, it was a nice setup.
Dude, you're the man.
I was
And
today.
you live on the hill, and you got all this shit.
Today I only watched it on 2 TVs though.
Oh, okay.
So.
Only?
Only.
All right. That's really slumming it.
I know. I was
Jesus,
not
get your
happy.
fucking life together.
Oh, I've got a bunch of stuff in my garage.
I thought you got rid of stuff.
I did, but then I've got the bags boards because the JC's loaned out the bags boards for a tournament for that burner tournament.
Okay.
The guy who has cancer, we loaned out the boards, and they're they're now all in my
They
garage.
raised a shit ton of money that day.
Yeah, a little over $20,000.
They raised a ton of money yesterday for the poker thing too.
The poker run? Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah,
That was good.
That was awesome. I didn't win the motorcycle.
That's probably a good thing.
I was really excited.
I've ridden with you in a car, so I imagine a motorcycle.
Well, look, I would be amazing on a motorcycle.
Okay.
I've always wanted to own one. Like a Harley. Not those big crazy ass with like saddlebags like Ace Ventura. Remember that comment?
Yeah.
Saddlebags. Any of that, like a windshield. Fuck all that shit. I just want a blacked out Harley. That'd be awesome.
Okay.
Although I have to move first because I don't have the room in the garage for it. And I refuse to have my cars in the driveway.
I have a 3-car garage, and I don't...
Any cars in there.
Yeah, I do.
You do now?
The Mustang's in there.
Oh, well. Yeah, but come on. That doesn't have a top.
It does have a top. I just don't ever put it up.
Well, that happens.
All right.
So what are we going to talk about next week?
Next week,
Anal?
no. Not talking about anal or nipples.
Nipples.
We'll tell you guys Wednesday or Thursday about the No Shave November. We'll make sure we get that posted up.
What if there's girls watching? You said we'll tell you guys.
Sorry. We'll tell all of you wonderful individuals.
Why are you so anti-female?
Don't.
Jesus Christ.
Don't.
What? That's so... Man, it's really disappointing, Ben King.
Shut up. We'll tell everybody what we're going to do either Wednesday or Thursday.
All right.
Then we'll put out as well. I think maybe we need to do a tasting next week.
Like what?
I don't know.
Huh.
Pie. Pumpkin pie.
Oh, like different pumpkin pies?
I don't know. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, they probably all taste the same.
I would assume so.
Well, what haven't we done yet? So we've done moonshine. We've done, obviously, a shit ton of beers. We'll never do fucking gluten-free beer again. That was
terrible.
That was the worst thing. The hoppiest bullshit I've ever had.
Whiskey.
We did that. That was...
Yeah.
I barely lived the next day.
Maybe...
that was rough.
Maybe it might be a Bloody Mary Sunday.
Heather wanted to come and help us with that, so we should talk to her about it. Yeah. She got a new Jeep, by the way.
Did she?
Yeah, traded her shit in and got a brand new one, 2018.
Is it a Rubicon?
It looks awesome. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it looks great.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's nice.
I saw her today at the breakfast.
Yes. Her white Jeep.
I didn't see it. I saw Jeff's truck, but I didn't see the Jeep.
Yeah. No, Jeff came there before her. So, and I cooked donuts this morning.
Did you?
Yeah, they were delicious. They were so fluffy, they were like floating out.
My daughter had one. My daughter had one. She enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's good stuff. We had the kids there. It was great. Cyrus and Marley loved breakfast there this morning.
Good.
So,
all right, everybody.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Hope everybody has a great week.
Tune in next week.
We gotta let this run for just a few seconds. I guess I'll wait for it to show what I just did.
Subscribe
to
iTunes, Google Play. Make sure you do
iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Slacker,